research for tonight is a couple of the writers are saying that in a lot of Chablis, one encounters if they were tasted blind, they no longer exhibit a sense of place, whereas it's very clear with Testut that it's brilliant classic Chablis as a style. They seem to be uniformly of that opinion. Do you have a comment on that? That maybe to a certain degree, some of the producers are becoming creating a certain sameness in their style?
I know it's many winemakers have a different style because my approach of the vinification and it's very important to have a good balance between minerality and maturity. Right. And often, if you harvested your vine too early in Chablis, okay, you have more acidity, more freshness, but it is not the good freshness we need.
Yes, got it. Yeah.
The good balance is fundamental for the to have a great wine, and maybe for my style, it's very important. And you have a short time during the harvest. The vine are perfectly equilibrated, and it's important to wait the good moment and to harvest it more rapidly at this time to have a beautiful aromatic complexity, and it's better for the juice because when is good balance at this moment is not comment je pourrais dire more equilibrated, natural equilibrated.
Balance.
Ouais, good balance. Ah,
hello.
Salut Cyril.
Frédéric.
Comment vas-tu?
Bonjour. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Well, we're on 7 o'clock. The benefit of these tastings is that we can record them for people who are traveling or eating or partying. And so there's a number of people. This is one of the fastest tastings to sell out, which is a really good indication of demand and interest in the brand. So, Cyril, thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you.
I don't have the wines with me because I'm in Europe this week.
Do.
But Lou will be leading the actual tasting with you, and we'll ask Wendy and Mark and Frederick to make comments as we go along. So over to Lou.
Oh, okay. So we're starting off first of all with the Droite, correct?
Yes, that's right. You'll see the summary in the chat.
Maybe we can start with the Vielles.
Sure.
You have Vielles? You have Vielles 23?
That's not what we're doing here. Hold on a second.
Frederick, Cyril, you'll see the lineup in the meeting chat.
Where?
Yeah, I can see the lineup. I think we started by the first one was I don't know if it's a lineup. I saw the 6 wine you have selected.
Oh, this is how they've been poured into the 6 jars. So if there's something you want to start with from those 6, that's fine.
Chablis Vignes.
Vignes. So number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2? All right.
Number 2.
Okay, we'll start with number 2. Why not? He owns the place.
Okay, which you want? It's not a problem for me.
We're starting number 2, which is the Vignes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Vignes. Alors, okay, Vignes for the domain, the Chablis Vignes come from the left bank of Chablis. I have 3 hectares on the left bank, and the most part of this Vignes come from the Vallée de Valvan. Maybe I can show you on the map, if you can see. it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The right side, right bank, and the left. And my Chablis for the Vielles come from this place. Between
Maybe
first
raise the
room,
map a little bit higher. Oh, it's gone.
it's good.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
No, we don't see. On te voit pas là, Cyril.
Ah, ben c'est parce que
Tu es trop loin. Tu es trop loin de la caméra. Et il faut
je
monter
sais,
un peu là. Il faut monter un peu la carte.
bah, je sais
Ou
pas
alors,
comment on pourrait.
I don't
ou
know
Vous
alors,
la
how you
voyez là?
guys beat Morocco. I got no idea.
Hein?
ou alors tu enlèves peut-être l'écran qu'il y a derrière toi, l'habillage.
Ah. Alors attends, ça je. Ok, donc attends, je vais essayer. Affichage intervenant.
While you're talking, I'll try to find a map.
Attends, vue galerie. Excuse-moi. Il faudrait que tu m'aides aussi un petit peu, Frédéric, du coup.
Ouais.
Alors attends, vue galerie, comment on fait déjà pour afficher, pour enlever derrière?
Alors,
Afficher. Attends. Ah, bah là, j'ai tout le monde. Ok, non, c'est pas ça. Bon, j'arrive pas à enlever le. J'arrive pas à enlever le truc. Alors, je sais
Robert,
pas.
do you know how to do to remove the background?
I can't do it for Frederick. He's got
We
for
can't-
Cyril. He has to
we
do it
can't-
himself.
Yeah, we can't remove his background. Although I noticed that his vineyards are now starting to swallow him whole.
Yeah.
They're starting to absorb him, which is
Je
good. It
reprends
just shows that his soul is in his wines. So let's go back to number 2. So this is the old vines. So Cyril, what age are the vines?
Excuse-moi, j'ai pas entendu, Frédéric. Qu'est-ce qu'il disait?
Quel est l'âge des vignes
Ah,
sur,
alors,
sur
for
le Rive
the
droite?
age of the vine of the Domaine
Yes.
Testut,
Yeah.
for the youngest, 45 years old for the Chablis, and the oldest in this part for the Vielles 65 years old.
Okay. May I ask, what do you believe is the premium or the perfect age for your vines? When do you think they're producing at their best for your wines?
Tu traduis un petit peu, Frédéric, du coup?
Quel est l'âge idéal des vignes pour qu'elles produisent le meilleur vin?
Where?
Ah, yes, it depends your terroir, but for me, between 40 and 60.
Right. That's what I tell my wife. It's a very safe answer. I agree. So talk us through this. Beautiful balance, beautiful minerality, beautiful length. The one thing I find with your wines, the length is always extraordinary. But talk us through this.
Alors, donc, la description, là, on est le millésime. This vintage, 23, it's not normal for the vineyard of Chablis. But I found it's very good balance and a lot of maturity, but we can have a lot of freshness at the end because the soil, it's very important. You don't have too much acidity, but you can find at the final in your mouth a lot of freshness come from the minerality of the soil. It's very important because it was a very hot harvesting. 23, it's very hot. And normally for the Chablis wine, it's more on the white flower and more aromatic citrus. And for this aromatic, we can find more yellow fruits, more ripe.
Yep. And the ideal age for maturation, what's your estimation of the best
To
time?
drink?
Yeah.
To drink this wine? I think it's a good moment to
Right
drink.
now? So
Yes.
3-5 years. 3-5 years.
Yes, for the Chablis in general, for me, if you like the Chablis, the youngest part, like me, between 2 or 5 years, it's good for the Chablis village.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
I was going
good.
to say, because some of the forums are suggesting that your Grand Cru 16 is at its peak now. The Grand Cru Chablis from you guys. There's a couple
But
of
Grand
people.
Cru is different from village.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now we are talking
The
about
Grenouille
village.
was the one that I was reading about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oui, c'était quoi le problème sur
Non,
Grenouille?
non, because Robert disait que le pic pour le Grand Cru était maintenant. Mais ce que je lui disais, c'était que on parlait du village, on parlait pas du Grand Cru en
Oui,
termes de
but
maturité pour boire.
Of course.
okay, so I understand what you say, Robert, because for this for this vintage, it's particular because many appellation like first cru or maybe some grand cru can drink more early because the vintage is like this. For example, 14 for the grand cru, it's need to wait many years, and 2023 it's ready. You can begin to drink the grand cru now if you want.
Yeah, I guess it comes down to a preference of style as well. The people who were writing about the 16s were saying that from a food point of view, that was their perspective when they were writing the notes earlier this year on the 16 Grand Wheel. Shall we go to the Rive Droite? My pronunciation, I'm just going to apologize in advance for all my
No,
French
Droite is
pronunciation.
perfect.
Really? Oh, that's great.
No, don't encourage him. Cyril, don't, please. Don't encourage him.
Okay, so okay, Rive Droite. Rive
Yes.
Droite.
This is number one for those at home.
Okay,
Number one.
Yep.
Rive Droite. This is a black label. Okay. Rive Droite come from the right side. This is a slope facing west, just between the first cru Montée de Tonnerre and the Grand Cru Blanchot. One of the best place for a lot of people in Chablis with a lot of minerality. My production is on this place 80% of my Chablis.
Right. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, the right bank is more mineral. Is recognized
Yes,
as
it's
the
always
best
more
part.
mineral.
It's recognized the best part, and the domain is coming from the historic part of Chablis, the earth of the earth.
Yeah, well, I think
of Chablis.
what people have to appreciate, for those who haven't actually had the luck to be there geographically, how impossibly steep these vineyards are on the right-hand side. As you drive in to the village of Chablis, the road is surrounded on these two hills, but on the right-hand side, it's just incredibly steep. I mean, there's no way you could run a tractor up there. It's all very
Yes.
intensive, very manually intensive stuff that they're doing up there. It's extraordinary terrain.
Yes, sometimes it's difficult to work in this vine when it's too dry because it's become dangerous.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
And I have it right that the right bank is where all the Grand Cru vineyards are in Chablis.
Yeah, exactly.
So for this wine, for me, it's you can find more freshness. It's harvested at the same moment in this year, but you can find at the final more freshness and more vegetable aromatic, like licorice, menthol, and I like this. You can drink now if you want, but you can keep it 1 year or 2 years more if you want. But for this vintage, for me, it's not necessary to wait more long.
So, Cyril, on these, the vines are what age on this one? How old?
It's all the vineyard of the Domaine Testut have the same age. For the Chablis, between 45 for the youngest and 60, 65 for this part, Côte de Brechin, the same of name of. We can put Chablis, Côte de Brechin, this part.
Yeah.
Rive Droite and Côte de Brechin is the same. 65 years old.
And the
And only selection, massal selection.
Massal selection.
Yes,
Yeah.
only selection, massal selection for
Yeah.
the domain.
and obviously there's a very different oak treatment in these two wines. So what's your philosophy with your oak? You're obviously very light touch, but with your barrel selection and your oak treatment, how do you what's your general philosophy in use of oak?
Donc là, comprendre quelle est la
Oui,
vinification.
l'utilisation des barriques, des tonneaux, quelle est ta philosophie par rapport à ça? Qu'est-ce que tu choisis? Pourquoi?
Alors, okay. And for the Chablis village, I don't use barrel. It's not necessary for me to have a good expression on the freshness. I just use some different barrel between 2 or 3 years maximum with a very light burn. Just
Toasting.
for the.
Yeah.
Comment tu dis?
A
Toasting.
toasting, yeah.
Toasty were very light, because I don't want to smell the flower of wood. I just want to use the natural tannin you can find in the barrel, because it's good for the conservation. I just use barrel for the first cru Forêt, Grand Cru Grenouille, and maybe sometime when the volume is very low, I need to use this barrel because the volume is good for my production. But normally, for the Chablis, Vielles, Chablis, Rive Droite, Montée de Tonnerre, and the first cru Montée de Tonnerre and Vaucoupin, I don't use barrel.
Okay.
Anyway, in Chablis, you used to have in the 80s, 90s a kind of a trend about using the barrels, but now I think stainless steel tank is really the trend, and everybody wants to. Most of the producer are going straight forward to the stainless steel tank.
Yeah,
And
very light touch.
they want to express really, the terroir, and that's why Chablis is consistent in terms of appellation. You know what to expect from Chablis.
Frederick, it's very interesting when you come across some of the older Grand Cru in particular. They're unrecognizable, even though they're from the same vineyard as the current modern styles, because the use of oak now is so different to what it was.
Yeah. And that's also, I think, participate to the success of Chablis. It's something which is quite consistent, and when you buy a Chablis, you know what you buy. It's a guarantee, and after, according to the cru and according to the producer, you can see a little difference of style, but mainly you know what to expect from this appellation, and this is why it's one of the most famous and successful appellation. It's you don't have a very wide range of style expressed in it. It's kind of you have borders somehow. You have boundaries.
Yeah, it's all about freshness and minerality these days.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you're going to get, and it delivers it year after year. So we're talking about the Vaucoupin, the number 3 wine,
Okay.
Premier Cru Vaucoupin.
Might be an idea to taste that in contrast to the Forêt, only because they're both Premier Cru sites. They might be quite interesting to look at side by side if you have sufficient glasses in front of you.
Oui. So, alors, Premier cru Vaucoupin, first cru Vaucoupin. This is the youngest vine I planted for the domain. Today, these vines are, alors elle a été plantée en 89, donc 40, 45 ans, 45 years for this vine. This is on the height plateau of the commune of Chiché, 3 kilometers from Chablis, and on the right side. I like, it's not very popular, Vaucoupin, but for me, it's very interesting because you can find a lot of minerality in this place, because you have a lot of limestone and clay in these parts of the village.
Is it showing increased minerality relative to the Foret?
Forêt?
Yeah.
Foret is different because for my Foret, I think it's a good mix between the left and the right bank. Because Foret, it's my oldest vine. It's very short production. I just produce in the good year, the best year, 1,000 bottles on the Foret. This is my oldest vine too. I don't know exactly, but when my father bought this parcel in 1963, she was already planted, and maybe today between 80 and 90 years old for this production. For this, for me, Forêt, it's a good example. It's very complex wine. You can find white flower, a good minerality like the right side, like Montet Tonnerre. And it's a good blend between Vaillon and Montet Tonnerre.
Got it. 1963, that's almost as old as Lou. I think he's around about that.
Yeah, I snuck in 29th December. For those who want to send me a present.
Yeah. He always gets upset because I guess, like a couple of other friends of mine born that time of year, you get sandwiched into Christmas and New Year and everyone's hungover. You don't get the right attention, I feel.
Oh no, this one is for Christmas and your birthday. Oh really?
Yeah.
Ah, this one's for Christmas and Mother's Day, you bitch. We won't go there.
No, let's not. Let's rather
very deep scar. But Robert, to the question of the minerality, I don't know. Mark's on the line, right? But I'm not picking up a very big difference in the two sites. Now, it might be my palate tonight, but in terms of the level of minerality and salinity, I would say that the number 3, which is the Vaucoupin, is a little bit more saline than the Forêt. The Forêt is possibly a little bit broader on the palate, a little bit less linear, a bit broader. But in terms of a big distinction, I'm not detecting a big distinction. Mark, what do you think? How are you going with these two?
Actually, I agree with you. I think as a general rule, I'm surprised how floral they are. I'm getting really distinct floral characters from all of the wines. I'm not getting an enormous amount of minerality. I've been drinking Chablis since, I don't know, 50 odd years, seriously. The old style Chablis was all about that bracing acidity and minerality that sort of like cuts your tongue like a rapier. The style now is a lot softer, more floral, gentle wine.
Yeah, very gentle.
I think the Vaucoupin, the Forêt, I think I probably prefer the Forêt simply because of the style of the wine. It seems to me to be a bit softer and a bit more balanced to me. But that's just me.
There's not a big difference between the two as far as I can.
Not a lot. Yeah, I'm surprised. I was expecting more.
Mm. All right. I'll tell you what, let's move on to
The GCs.
the two Grand
Yeah.
Cru.
Number 5.
It's number 3.
So we've got Grenouille 2021 and 2023, Cyril.
21.
Maybe you can
21
compare for us, Cyril, first the harvest dates of the 2 years
It's
and
500.
the specific characters, if any, of the 2 vintages.
between 21 and 23.
Yes.
Okay, 21, it was a hard year for the Chablis. We fought sun. We have a lot of rain, and we have a lot of difficult to have a good quality of grape because we have too much rain. And so now it's very interesting because we don't have a lot of maturity in 21, but it's very more classic from the Chablis wine. At the beginning, it's very closed and you don't have a lot of flavor. It's very, comment on pourrait dire, assez austère, not vegetable, but very closed. And the difference with 23, it's very important because the 23, it's a very good year for the volume, the maturity. All the grapes are very clean, and it's very easy to drink 23. But 21 now, it's interesting because you have a very good minerality freshness, like
This is 21.
cold freshness.
Yeah. Quite mineral, yeah.
There's a slight touch of greenage to it.
And for oui. J'ai pas l'échantillon le 2021, mais je l'ai goûté il y a pas longtemps et c'est un millésime qui commence à être intéressant aujourd'hui. Tu vois?
Ouais.
It's beginning to be interesting for 21 now.
Lou, your thoughts on the 2 from a pure palate point of view? And some length?
I'm catching up. Hold
on.
Oh. Again, the nose on both, very, very floral.
20 for the vintage 21. I use a barrel for 17% of wood, and for the vintage 23, I just maybe use half wood and tank.
Okay. Big difference.
Wait, big difference.
And you harvested 21 earlier than 23?
Yeah. No, not early. No. 2023 at beginning of September.
Oh, okay.
The 21 to me has got a higher level of acidity to it in terms of the palate, whereas the 23 is broader. Again, it probably reflects the heat of the vintages.
Okay.
I would expect. The 21 is much more linear is the wrong word on this one. It's less broad than the 23, but the acid is more pronounced, put it that way.
Got it. And lengthwise, is the 23 delivering a greater length than 21?
Hold on.
It should track that way, given what Cyril said about the harvest.
Pardon,
Au niveau de la longueur en bouche.
The 20 is very long, that's for sure. I just looking at it now.
Yes, it's different. It's interesting because if you compare 21 and 23, naturally the aromatic is very different.
Very different. But the length on the 21 is much
the
longer.
acidity, if you make an analysis, is the same.
No.
23 and 21 in the same pH and the same acidity at the final. But in 23, you have a lot of more fruits, aromatic,
Right.
and more consistence, more complexity. And it makes a difference.
That's super interesting that you can actually take the pH out of the equation when evaluating them side by side. You're actually getting a clearer image of the harvest, of the vintage itself, by comparing it with that lens. It's very interesting.
And you can have the same pH and to have also two different wine.
Yeah.
That's also,
Yes.
what is interesting.
Yeah.
2021 was the hardest year to work. And this is when you see the winemaker and the wine grower.
Absolutely.
That's the key.
Yeah.
And 2023 was something easier.
Yeah.
And
I get very geeky about the difficult years. I love them. I think it's a true reflection of the skill of the winemaker in those years. I'm a bit obsessed with it.
The fact is, I'm very surprised that the pH is exactly the same because
just a little bit difference.
Sure,
not too much.
Sure, because the acid profile of the 21 is much more pronounced than in the 23. I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying it's a different profile.
That's because of the increased floral component of 23. It's probably having
23 is much. It is. You can feel the vintage in the glass. It's broader. It's more floral. It's softer. 21 challenges it a bit more. It's much more linear and acidic. I keep on using reason terms, I'm afraid, and the length just keeps going and going and going. The 23 is broader on the palate, not as long at this stage of its life. And they're two very different wines. Whereas the previous two that we saw, the Premier Cru that we looked at, the Vaucoupin versus the Forets, they were very similar wines. These are very different, even though they're from the same vineyard. Which, by the way, remembering my high school French, Grenouille is frog.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes, it's
For
true.
that particular reason.
And Cyril's father was really instrumental about creating Grand Cru Grenouille. So maybe Cyril can give you some. He was very key player about this most famous Grand Cru in Chablis. Cyril.
That's fantastic history.
Yeah. Cyril, quelle est l'histoire par rapport à Grenouille?
Okay. When my father runs the domain in 1963, this is the first person in the family to become a vigneron, a winemaker. And my father have his first harvest at the Domaine Testut with Mr. Testut at the beginning of 1960, because this person, Domaine Testut, was a friend of my grandfather. And my father discovered his passion for the wine at this time and decided to create the domain at this moment, and bought different little parcel and planted another. And at this time in Chablis, in 1963, Chablis represents 500 hectares planted. It's very, very short.
Compared to today, how many hectares?
Comment?
Combien y a-t-il d'hectares aujourd'hui?
Today, 6,000.
6,000. 500 versus 6,000.
6,000. And the cadastre viticole, the historic cadastre viticole, the heart of Chablis, represents 2,500 hectares planted by the Cistercian monks, always in the good terroir. So at this time, my father planted the biggest part of the Grand Cru Grenouille, and he created the label Chateau Grenouille, because this is the only house unique house in the Grand Cru.
It
And
was a
you
monopoly.
can,
It was a kind of a monopoly.
yes, it's a monopoly. When
Right.
you have a house in your vine, you can have you can put the name
The chateau.
chateau. Voilà,
Mhm.
voilà.
That's it. Yeah.
And in 1974, my father and my grandfather have a conflict family. And my father decided to leave Chablis for the south of France, just in front of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, in l'Irak, a red appellation, and he decided to start another history at this time.
Mm.
And at this moment, the Domaine Testut represents 60 hectares in totality, donc 13 hectares of Grand Cru, Grand Cru Grenouille, Bougros, Grand Cru Les Clos at this time, and 30 hectares of first cru, Montmain, Montée de Tonnerre, Fourchaume. It was the biggest domain at this time.
Yeah.
But the problem for me is the problem of family. It's like this. And my grandfather decided to sell the biggest part of the domain in 1978. And my father keep the smallest part of the domain who I have today, this parcel, and come back in Chablis in 1985 to start again the Domaine Testut. And at this time, not the same. It's not very easy because in 95, 86, the price
Well, very low, very low. Yeah, you cannot
not
make a
the
living.
same. It's very
Yeah.
high.
No.
And I started to work with my father in 1990 after 2 years in school in Bonn, and to learn about the wine and the enology. And we start to produce bottle at the end of the years 90. It's very
Recent.
It's
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Cyril,
yep.
is there a next generation that's going to be taking over from yourself? Is there another Testut along the way to take over?
Oui, pardon.
Est-ce qu'il y a une prochaine génération qui va prendre la suite?
I hope. I hope. I have 3 daughters. For the moment, it's not really a passion for her. For them. So I have to. Maybe it's too early to say that.
They're still
today.
young. They're still young.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Lou's got 4 daughters, and there's no chance they're ever going into the wine business.
No.
Although they do make a good contribution to consumption statistics.
Yes.
So that's a good benefit.
That's really good.
Yes, they've got a particular penchant for champagne, very expensive champagne. But no, I feel your pain, Cyril. As the father of 4 daughters, I can understand that the planning of the future is less than secure.
Yes. So I'm young. I think I'm young, and I want to continue for
Yes.
many years.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
For your pleasure.
Maybe we could marry off one of your daughters in a special wine offer.
Maybe.
Yeah, we could find a Rothschild or something. There's got to be a few.
Buy 6 cases and get to marry Cyril's daughter.
Well, Cyril,
Perfect.
thank you so much for your time. It's been really insightful to do these on a side-by-side. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
And thanks to Frederick for helping put all of this together.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll do a promotion to everyone who attended tonight. If they buy, they can get 10% off of everything that we've tasted. And I'll send a note out once the recording has been uploaded.
Probably worth getting some of the VLV one. I think that's
So thank you all so much. I know it's getting late in Singapore. Time to party for everybody, I'm sure. And it's lunchtime in France, so it's time to party in France as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
good
good
I
luck with the World
to-
Cup.
Yes, good
Very
luck.
good luck with the World Cup. I watched them play Morocco this morning. Fantastic. They're looking very
Goodbye,
good.
all. Thank you. Thank
In
you
the
very much.
final.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
Very much.
Take
Merci
care.
beaucoup.
Good night, everybody. See you.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Ciao,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Thanks a lot.